Okay, there we go. So, good afternoon again, and good morning, whatever time it happened to be. This is Woody Collins with another episode of Talking About the Congo. And today we're going to be talking about chicken, actually, chicken farms. Maybe it's because 2 days from now we'll all be sitting down to the table before, here in the United States, before turkey. And turkey sometimes looks like a big chicken or whatever. But I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm talking about the chicken, the type that you fry, the type that you broil, the type that you bake, the type that you uh, is rotisserie, broil, or everything. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And there is some chicken farms in the Congo, in Kananga, that is. One of the things that we have a big, uh, I say, sensation about here in the United States is buying range chickens, cage-free chickens, and things like that. But I tell you what I learned really early when I went to the Congo is you do not want to buy a range chicken in the Congo because they are actually they just run free and they're not fed, so they are really, really tough. Some people say they're tasty, but I guess they are if you can get past the toughness to taste them. But so it is good that someone, from my perspective anyway, of raising chickens in the Congo, and they are doing this project. It's quite a big operation where they actually keep them inside. They're feeding them uh, a nutrition mix of corn and other things, also giving them medicine and all that. So it's a fantastic job that Dr. Meti is doing. And I had the opportunity, she says, come out uh, uh, and view the farm and look at all the stuff that's going on. I had been there once before, but I didn't spend as much time there. But it was good to go back out and see it again, and also to see the expansion. Because when I was out there, maybe 3 or 4 years earlier, probably 2 or 3 years, they did not have the other smaller farms uh, going, but now they have the two, three other smaller farms going, and that is where they've given the small chicks to people, and that they provide the feed and also provide uh, the knowledge and know-how to raise chickens, and they are raising these chickens. And being a connoisseur of chicken, I was given a chicken and I ate it, and it was really, really good. So, but I want you to take a look at the chicken farm, and then I can talk through some of it as I go through. So the first part of this is where we're stopping by one of the chicken farms on the way to the main farm. And this is all the chickens that's in there. This one had recently started, and they were probably about a week away from the chickens actually would be going for sale. They were at the size where they could be sold and everything. So then we went from the first chicken farm to the main chicken farm. That's where most of the equipment is at and everything. And as you can see, these are bigger chickens, and these are ones that's actually could be out for sale, and they are for sale downtown. And then these some chicklets, small chickens that was being uh, hatched, and they also have uh, where they sell eggs. So you can buy eggs and you can buy chickens, and they're in Kananga. So it's one of the primary sources of buying eggs and chickens. But they eventually want to get to the point where once these other farms are producing, and this is the chicken plucker. I didn't know what that was, but that's a chicken plucker that they want to. Um, when they come into production, they will sell what they can, and then they will freeze the rest so that there is always some chickens available within town. Because sometimes while you're in Kananga, this is the eggs. I'm buying eggs. They have the train doesn't arrive, and so when the train doesn't arrive, you don't get eggs or you don't get frozen chickens from South Africa or wherever they're coming from. I'm not sure, but they were nowhere like these chickens. These chickens were really nice size. Um, that they also had a good flavor to them, and they were tender. So that is, excellent. And so we will continue to follow this project as they go along with Dr. Meti as she uh, produces. And this is one of the guys who were doing farming for her. Uh, so we hope that this project continues to work out. And thank you again, Dr. Meti, for inviting me out and also let me try out one of the chickens because, like I say, being a chicken connoisseur, it was a real treat to be able to eat a chicken that was grown in the Congo, that was not tough, that it was meaty, something that you would find here in the United States because it was raised that way. And also had been eating eggs. The eggs were good and everything. So this is a project that's ongoing. This was not sponsored by Congo Helping Hands, but we are looking at it maybe to expand it, to get involved with it now that we see how things are going to work. And what it would entail would be buying some chicks from Dr. Medi, and also getting routine, getting food and medicine and the training to do that. A number of places have said that they wanted to participate in this. And thank you, Kathy. Kathy was one of the people who here in the United States that's been behind this project, and so I was kind of acting as Kathy's eyes and ears for it. And oh, okay, we got Dr. Surge. Dr. Surge is in Kananga. And Dr. Surge, I'm sure that you've seen Dr. Medi's chicken farm. So those are a real pleasure looking at those. So thank you so much. But that's going to provide a good source of protein for the people in Kananga, and therefore it will alleviate number one, the uncertainty of when the train comes in with frozen foods. Are they flying in chickens uh, from Kinshasa? It would also be a source of income, a source of business for people in Kananga. And finally, it's a good nutrition source. So hopefully this could be continue to go and be expanded so that whenever you want to go to Kananga, Kananga would be known as the chicken capital of Congo at some point in time. So thank you all again for stopping by. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat and maybe I can answer, or I can get Kathy, Dr. Medi to answer them if I don't know the answer to them. But it was a real treat to go out to the chicken farm and look at those, and uh, it was good. So if you didn't see the video, I'll run it one more time so that you can be able to see it and then look at it. these chickens were about 2 weeks away from being at the size that they will be start selling. Uh, so they were almost mature to the point that they wanted to start selling them. So in another couple of weeks, those should have went on the market for sale. And this is the main headquarters, the main farm of Dr. Mehdi. Not only she grows chickens there, she also the chickens lay eggs and they incubate uh, for smaller chickens. So they're producing their own chickens now, and so they had a and so as you can rotate them through and everything. Then she has a lot of equipment, and that's to increase the production. Uh, you know, there is also I show you there's one of the places is that's a chicken plucker there. If you stand in front of you, get another closer view of it there, and also that's where you don't have to sit and manually pluck the chickens. They also have a grinder to grind the corn. That's the corn grinder. Uh, and all this is going on. A generator for backup power, even though they use solar panels, and like I say, they sell eggs also. So you have the full gamut of what's going on at the at the chickens for chickens. And this was the last chicken farm we went to, and I think this one was these chickens were maybe probably about 3 to 4 weeks behind the other chickens. They wasn't as big, so that they were so all of them are not going to be coming on the market at the same time, but there'll be different ones coming on the market at different times, so that they can have a good balance of fresh chicken for everyone. Because until they get the freezer opportunity, all the chickens will be sold live, and then people would take them home. And so, I'd like to thank Dr. Mehdi for doing this, and thank Kathy for all the support she's given to the project. And like I say, have any questions, drop them in the chat, and we will talk with you later. Take care.